My whip basket was completely emptied in May. Like, I had nothing. I had no projects on my hooks or anything. And it did call me. And they said my whip basket or bag wanted their whips back. So I was sure to fill it up again. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Melody Crochet Nook. It's been a little bit because I decided to take the month of May off of creating videos and posting videos and all of that stuff. So while today's technically May 30th, I'm getting ready to go on a road trip, and I'm not going to have a lot of time over the next week or so to film a video. So, hi. I missed you guys. It's been a really good break. I got a lot of different things accomplished, and I'm excited to tell you about them today. So, first, it is really good to be back. It was really nice and relaxing to take that 4 weeks, take that whole month off of May from creating videos. I feel like we all need a break, and it was really, really nice. And I don't know what it's going to look like going forward. I'm still trying to figure out the structure of this channel and all of that, but I will keep you posted, and I'm hoping to be able to take this week of my vacation and kind of think about things and see how things might go from here on out. But anyway, so there's quite a few things I wanted to talk with you about. First, you can see it looks a little bit different in my setup. This dresser is the same. It's the same location, but I'm in a chair instead of on the floor. And the whole background, all the yarn is completely changed up. So we decided that we're just going to combine all of my yarn with my daughter's yarn, so it's just all in one place. We still have lots of yarn out in the garage, but we will continue working that through. And I'm really hoping to be able to work on that yarn and work on this yarn and then keep it rotating. Now with Joanne going out of business, there are a couple of things. One, I did go to their sales, and now I will show you a few of the things that I bought. I'm not even sure where all of it is right now, but I think it's all here, but I might have missed a few things. Anyway, that's not really what this whole video is about. It's just a combination of the last month. Okay, so I think when I left, my last video showed that I was almost completed. I was almost finished with my nephew's blanket, which I have finished, and it's all packed up and wrapped because that's where we're going. We're going to my hometown, so we're going to be celebrating his graduation, my dad's 70th birthday, and my daughter's 13th birthday, and then later my nephew turns my nephew turns 18, and another nephew turns 18, and he's graduating high school as well, which is at the same time, so we won't be able to go there. But yeah, I'm going to put in a clip of the graduation blanket that I made right here, and also I made another blanket. So I finished up my nephew's graduation present. And then I made another blanket, and I think I showed you one of the granny squares for it. And I will also post Ellie's birthday present here too, video footage of it somewhere. So I have all of those, but they're all packed and ready to go. So I cannot show you physically right here, right now, those blankets. And then I also crocheted my youngest daughter a cardigan, which I will go get because I do have that. Okay, so I made this cardigan for her, and it's pretty cute. It is made with the Karen Cake Blossom, or Karen Blossom Cake. I forget what the color is, but it's a very neutral color. And the way it's worked up, it almost reminds me of like different rock levels, sedimentary. But it's really nice. I like it a lot. I did use the basic pattern of MJ Off the Hook. I think it was the block cardigan, the different color blocks. But she did not want the ribbing around anything, and she didn't want the hood or the pockets, or she just wanted the basic cardigan. So I made that for her, and it is using the half double crochet stitch. But I really like the pattern of just being able to get the shape of it all from the top down, and then you work the sleeves. And how I did the sleeves was because I could have worked it in the round, but it wouldn't have had the same stripe patterns, meaning because you can tell with the half double crochet, like every 2 rows there's a line, like that bar comes out, so it would have looked a little bit different. So I worked the sleeves back and forth the same way I did the cardigan, so that the patterns of it would match. So that is finished. And I do want to show you a few of the yarns that I did pick up, because I started a couple of projects with it, and I can't even remember all the projects that I have going on right now. But this is one of the yarns that I got. I have never seen these big twist menagerie before, and this one is in the color Gray Fox. And I got 5 of these, and then I got 2 of these, and this is, I believe, in the color Hummingbird. Yeah, so this is Hummingbird and this is Gray Fox, and they're both really pretty yarns. But with this one I am making a sweater, and I am very much not familiar with who I'm making the pattern by, but I will post it, because the way that they work it up, the pattern is written so you measure it to fit your body. It's an oversized sweater, and so you just take all of your measurements and then you work it to fit you. And so I'm not very far into it. I'm gonna see. This is my yarn bag for the trip. So I will see what is in here and I can better show you. This is the bag that I'm using for the sweater. Sorry if you can hear my dog walking around. He's a little bored at the moment. So this is what I have so far. It's not very much, but it's the ribbing of it and then just a few rows. I've had to frog this a few times, just I couldn't figure out, I didn't want it to be so oversized, it looked sloppy, but at the same time I wanted it to be a good fit. So I am creating it exactly how the pattern is written, and then I might add some length to it depending on how high I want it. But the way the pattern is written, it is very customizable. So for the ribbing of it, you take, like, you do your measurements and then you divide your chest measurements by 2 and then you add 2 to it so that it has 4 inches of positive ease around it. So that's what I'm doing, and I think this is going to be a really good car passenger princess project to work on. So I have 4 of those skeins, of the gray fox skeins in this bag for the trip. And then was I showing you new yarn or projects? I don't even know right now, but I guess I will continue showing you new yarn that I got from all of the Joann shopping that I've done. And that's not it. Okay. So some more of the yarn that I have never seen before at my Joann is Big Twist Hush. So I picked up 2 of these skeins. This is in the color, I want to say sage. It's olive. So Big Twist Hush in the color olive. I picked up 2 of these, and I, again, had never seen this, but it is so soft, and I couldn't pass it up. So 2 of these, and then I went back to get more, because I think I only picked up 1, and I'm like, I need to get more, because it's really soft. So then I found this color, and this is in the color Blush. So olive and blush in the Big Twist Hush. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this, but I do have some thoughts, and I will get into that at a later time in this video. I have a feeling this is going to be a really long video because I haven't been around to make videos, so it's a long catch-up one. So I got 4. I have 4 of those skeins, not each color, 2 of each color. And then I got 2 of these as well, and this is the KNC cotton. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I did not have an idea. This is just, I believe all the yarn was 70% off when I went. I think today or yesterday was the last day my Joann store was open, and they didn't have a lot of options, and I got this last Friday. So yeah, it's a KNC in the color White Sands, so it's really pretty. I will figure something out on what to do with it, but this yarn is really soft. It's a lot like I love this cotton yarn, very comparable to that. So one of my favorite purchases of yarn from Joann was a lot of this Trubu. And this one is in the color Mushroom, and I got 4 of these, and I got 2 of the white and 2 of the silver argent. Oh, silver. So, yeah, I got those 3 colors, and I got 4 of these and 2 of the white and 2 of the silver. And I got these so that I could hopefully learn to knit. The goal is to learn how to knit a tank top with it, or a blouse, or some sort of a summery, lighter weight tee, because that yarn can get kind of heavy. So I figured a knit would be a lot easier than a crochet, not easier, lighter than a crochet shirt. But that's my problem. I don't know how to knit. I've tried to knit. I've tried a lot. And I can do some. Like, I have a project right here that I've been working on. Not a project because I'm still learning all the basics, but this is just a little swatch. I did have a practice swatch, and this one is a whole lot better than the first one. All of my stitches are even. Don't look up here because I was trying something different, but all of the stitches are pretty even, and I have a border on the sides, not on the bottom because I wasn't thinking and I didn't add a border on the bottom. But I do have the sides so that they don't curve in and it's more structured. So up here towards the top, I was trying something different, like doing different stitches. I wanted to learn the, sorry, I dropped my yarn. I wanted to learn the basket weave stitch, which seems pretty easy, but remembering which one to do when, that's getting a little bit tricky for me. So if I can't even knit on worsted weight yarn, I don't know what I'm going to do with the DK. I think DK is 3, but that's 3 weight. And I'm trying to learn like the different names, like DK is 3, sport weight is 2, worsted weight is 4, you know, that. So I'm working on it. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. But I am thinking using these for, it's gonna have to be a smaller blanket, I think, but using them to knit a blanket. It's not a lot of yardage. It's 219 yards per skein. So I don't know what that's going to get me as far as how big of a blanket that I can crochet, knit with it. But we will see, because I don't even know where I would be able to find more of that yarn. So that's kind of put to the side, put to the back of my yarn stash now. And everything in this corner, which you can't really even see. Okay, so this corner is all of the yarn that I have plans for. And I'll show you, I'll give you a different view of the yarn over here. So I have plans, or supposed plans, for all of this yarn in this corner. And then the rest of the yarn is, it's a lot of my daughter's yarn. Some of it isn't, but most of the chenille and blanket yarn and stuff is hers. Back to my whip bag. Okay. So I had somebody tag me in a post, and she wanted some glasses holders. So I asked her which one she wanted, and she wanted the little pig. So there's still some more details that I need to get done on it. And I'm trying to figure out if I need to frog it or not, because it's not really even, but it is pretty cute. So I'm still working out those details. This is going to be a car project as well. And so she wanted a pig and a bear, and then one of her friends also wanted a bear. So I'll be doing those on my 12 to 15 hour car drive pretty soon. And then also in this bag, I have a new blanket. Now this is the log cabin blanket by CJ, I think it's CJ Designs. I'll link it down below. But what you do is you take all of these squares and then you put them, like you alternate them. So one is, excuse me, one is side by side or side to side, and one is up and down. And then you just continue to rotate each block. And the pattern is written for 40 blocks, 40 squares. And I think I'm going to do bigger because I want to use up all of the yarn, and I would like it to be a very nice throw. And this is going to be for myself because I am using yarn that I bought for myself for a cardigan that I was working on for myself, but I didn't like how it was turning out. So I ended up frogging it all, and now I'm working from that yarn to make all of these squares. And that is what is in this project bag right here. So this is a lot of the yarn from the cardigan, but not all of it. And then I have 4 more skeins right here of that. And this is, let me find one with the wrapper still on it. This is from Hobby Lobby, and it's the Chromatic Spectrum yarn from Yarn Bee, and it's in the color Sun Bleached. And it's such a pretty yarn, but trying to find the right project for it has proven to be a bit difficult. Just because of how the stripes come out. If they're too spread out, then it just looks like they're lines, which you get with any kind of variegated yarn. But with these, they are still the lines, but they're thicker and thicker colors. So you can see the difference, which you can't really right now because the lighting in here is not great, but you can see the different color variations. And so I like that a lot better. And it's for me. So I don't make a lot of things for myself, and I don't know if that's just because it's my preference to not hold on to the things that I make. Anyway, that's what all of that is. And then the last project that I have in here for the road trip is a headband. It's a velvet headband or ear warmer, you know, the ones that I am making, and I've been working on it for a long time, and it's overdue because my cousin wanted it, or she asked me to make it for her a long time ago, and I haven't finished it yet. So I'm sorry. I am working on it, and I hope to get that completed on the trip, along with the glasses holders, the 2 bears. And I got this one, I did freehand, so that's why it's a little wonky. But I did buy the bear pattern because I found one on Etsy and it was only 50 cents. So I was very pleased with that price. So what are some of the other things I wanted to talk to you about? Yeah, as far as the Joann yarn, new yarns and stuff, that I believe I showed you all of the things that I bought over the month of May, and they were all really good deals. I did get a couple of different things as far as like little notions and little knitting needles, and then I got a couple of these floss keepers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I know that they will come in handy. It was all like 80, 70, 60 to 80% off or something like that. I don't even know. Just every time I went into the store, I felt like I needed to buy something new because it could be the last time I was able to buy anything from there. So I did. Yeah, I do have a lot of other things that I do want to talk about, but I think I'm going to turn those into different videos because I feel like I could talk a lot about all of them, and I kind of want to get into more detail and kind of think about how I want to present it, because anyway, it's just a lot of knitting versus crochet stuff that has been going through my mind through all of the different videos that I've been watching and different things like that. So be on the lookout for those types of videos because it's something I do really want to present to you guys and get your thoughts on them, because my mind is a little muffled with a lot of information. So people who have been knitting longer than I have might have a different take on it. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and close up this video now. We went over a lot of different things. We went over the yarn, all the yarn that I purchased at Joann. We talked about all of the whips that I finished, all of the different projects. There might be a couple other projects that I did in between there, but I don't remember what they were. We talked about the projects that I have now. So the finished projects, the projects I have, yarn hauls, and I think that's it. So I will go ahead and show you a little bit of a video here of the different yarns and the setup that I have currently. It's still a little messy. It's never going to be perfect because it's a stash that I use and that my kids use, and it's never going to be perfect, and it shouldn't be. So that is that, and then we will close up with a verse. So hold on. Okay, so I just flipped the camera around. So this is what I did. Don't mind the mess. It's lovable. Continuing to work on all of the process. So I just brought in a chair from the dining room, and then I'll move this out of the way. Oh look, my shoes. So down here we have blanket yarn, fuzzy yarn, more blanket yarn. Over here there's blanket yarn. This is the Big Twist Party, Karen Cake Latte, chenille and velvet, and I think that's Posh, Sweet Snuggles, and that type of yarn. And over here, this is what I sort of have plans for. So this is what some of the leftovers from the blanket that I made for my nephew, and just colors of the Big Twist that I really love. This is all of the colors for the blanket I'm making, the log cabin blanket. Down here, let's see, we have this cinnamon swirl. These are the ones that I got for my birthday. And then this is all of the Trubu, the Monot. I know I'm saying it wrong, but the hummingbird, it's Big Twist. And then Big Twist Party, and then Summer Nights, which I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. It's the lace fingering weight yarn that I got in a Lion Brand box like 2 years ago. And then down here is my cotton. This is all cotton down here. And down here, this is the Hush, and this is Skinny Chenille that I got for my birthday, and Forever Fleece. Anyway, oh, and then I have one more shelf down here, and this is all my velvet yarn in there. And then up here is just the tops of them, all my different things. This is my little, what is it? Scrap yarns that I just put into little balls and put it in this container. All my knitting needles and older crochet hooks, just the plain ones. These are all clovers, which I will talk about in a different video. Oh, and I did get this, which is very handy for all of the knitting needles that aren't labeled, and I have no idea what size they are. And I did buy a couple sets of these needles, and these are the interchangeable Big Twist needles. I got 3 sets and 2 cords. I don't know why I did that. I mostly don't know why I did that, because if I have an issue with them or anything, or need new sizes, I'm stuck with just the 3 that I have and the cords. I don't know if they're interchangeable with any other brands, but if they are not, then, well, I have 3 sets, which is fine. I knew what I was doing. It was 70% off, so I knew it wasn't going to be like a big hit to the wallet or anything, even if it didn't work out at all. So anyway, I think that's it for today. I do want to get a verse for us closing today. So let me go and get that now. And it's 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who according to his abundant mercy has begotten us again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that does not fade away, reserved in heaven for you, who are kept by the power of God through faith for salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. In this you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while, if need be, you have been grieved by various trials, that the genuineness of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, though it is tested by fire, may be found to praise, honor, and glory at the revelation of Jesus Christ, whom having not seen you love, though now you do not see him. Yet believing, you rejoice with joy inexpressible and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, the salvation of your souls. I hope you all have a very lovely day, rest of your day or evening, whatever time you're watching this. And again, it's really good to be back. And if you have any prayer requests, leave them down for me below in the comment section, or you can also reach me at any of my social medias. I'm back on them now, which I was on them, but I wasn't active on them in May. So feel free to reach out in Instagram or email or down in the comments. All right, we will talk to you later and see you next time. Have a great day.